Jesus says, don't skip this. You were meant to hear this today, not by accident, but by divine timing. Heaven has chosen this very moment to reach the one whose heart feels unanswered, unseen, and avoided. You've been wondering why someone you love suddenly pulled away. Why they stopped replying, why they seem cold, distant, or even afraid to face you. You've searched for signs, replayed every moment, asking what you did wrong. But my child, the truth is wrong. But my child, the truth is rose. Child, the truth rose. Ruth, resist and a child. All truth. Rest, with, rob, rev, the slides, the truth rose. The reason they're avoiding you has nothing to do with your worth. It's because of one night they can't forget. The night that changed everything. The night that shook their soul. Heaven remembers that night. The angels witnessed what happened when emotions ran wild, when words broke silence, or when silence spoke louder than love. That night wasn't a mistake. It was part of your divine unfolding. A test, a revelation, a mirror. I saw how you gave love freely, how freely, how freely, how you gave love freely, how you gave love freely, how freely, how freely, how freely. How I will love freely. How freely. You believed in their goodness. You saw their light, even through the storm. And now you're questioning if that light was ever real. With your $50 Super Thanks contribution, you're helping to share God's love and message with more people. Your support makes a big impact, and together we can spread blessings far and wide. May God's grace return to you abundantly. Listen closely, my child. What you felt was real. But that one night awakened something they were less felt was real. But that one night awakened something they were getting something they were told. Someone told them they were with life. They were just few beginners. There were the tunes and evil lives. With light solens there is bruise and lust. It reminded them of the pain they buried, of the guilt they tried to forget. They saw themselves through your love, and it terrified them. Because your light exposed the shadows they refused to heal. They didn't leave because you failed. They left because they couldn't stand in your truth. They avoid you because when they see you, they remember who they were that night. They remember the love, the fear, the truth they tried to erase. But I need you to know this. Their silence is not theirs. Their silence is not the part of the validus is not of the love. The silence is not worthless, not aral. The silence is not benative. But loud for their silence is not unworthy. Every tear that fell became a prayer I heard. Every sleepless night became part of your awakening. You think this distance means loss, but I call it divine redirection. I am protecting you from a storm you couldn't see coming. There were whispers in dark corners, words spoken by jealous hearts. Someone you loved was influenced by voices that envied your light. But I am about to expose every lie. The truth will rise, and those who turned away will remember. The truth will rise, and those who turned away will remember. Wilma Trinton will remember. The truth will rise, and those who turned away will remember. The whispers, they will be drawn back, not by chance, but by my divine plan. Because I am stirring their heart even now. They may smile in public, but cry when no one sees. They replay your words and wish they had done things differently. Forgive them before they ask, because forgiveness will unlock your next miracle. Don't chase what's meant to find its way back. Don't beg for what I already wrote into your destiny. Focus on your healing, my child. I am rebuilding what about my child. I am rebuilding what about of annual and peg. I am rebuilding what about fellow and plaque. I am rebuilding what a willingness. I am preparing you for a love that won't run when truth appears. A love that won't fear your depth, but protect your soul. Type amen if you feel God is speaking to you right now. Heaven is aligning your steps toward peace, purpose, and divine partnership. You will soon understand why I allowed this distance. What looked like rejection was sacred protection. You were being set apart for something greater. The angels are whispering your name right now. They are saying E and A right now. They are saying year and the ether is saying goodness. They are saying you've to love. They are saying it is to thee. They are saying yes it is this for this. The next time you cry, remember this, I am closer than your breath. I am holding your heart in my hands, and I will not let it break again. God says, I am still speaking. Do not turn away, for this message is not finished. You have cried in silence, pretending to be strong for everyone else. You've smiled through the ache, convincing others you've moved on. But I see the truth hidden behind your quiet strength. You're still holding that night in your sea, says sea. You're still holding that night in your sea, says. You're still holding that night in your sea. You're still holding that night in your sea, the sailors of Silas, Pronounce Springs. You're still holding that night in your seas. The moment they changed, the moment you felt everything fall apart inside you. You remember how their eyes avoided yours, how the warmth suddenly turned cold. And since then, your heart has been asking, why? Why did they pull away after all that love? Why does their absence still echo in your chest? Listen to me, my child. That night marked a divine shift in both of your destinies. You may think it was just emotion or circumstance, but it was the night I revere. What's the night I reveres? What's the night I revere? What's the night I revere? You revere is. Or the night I revive is of Ella's soul. I revive is of a circumstance. You saw their soul clearly, and they saw yours. And what they saw in you was more than they could handle. You carried a light that made their darkness tremble. They saw your purity, your honesty, your depth. And suddenly, they realized they weren't ready to meet love at that level. They tried to act strong, but inside, fear took over. Because deep down, they knew they hurt someone heaven sent to help heal them. They can't erase that night because your energy marked them for energy marked them for them fork for them fork them fork them fork them for. Sure energy marked them for them for clearly and for them for clears and they some that is in they and sold them for. They can't erase them. Branded their soul. And no matter how far they run, they still feel your presence. They hear your voice in their thoughts. They see your kindness in strangers. I made sure they can't forget you, not as punishment, but as awakening. Type 333 if you believe angels are guiding you. That night didn't end something. It began something. A spiritual transformation, both for you and for them. You had to break in order to expand. They had to lose you and expand. They had to lose you and it lose you and it dislikes. They had to lose you and it dislike lessels. They flights or less. Well, thistle the chills at it. They had to lose you and it light. Don't think I've ignored your prayers. Every word you whispered in pain reached me. You said, God, if they were meant for me, bring them back. If not, release the ache. And I heard that. That's why I've been cleansing your heart, even when it hurt. That's why people are falling away, because not everyone can go where you're headed. I'm preparing you for a season of divine clarity. Soon, things that didn't make sense will suddenly align. The person who avoided you, chill, avoided you, pulse, avoided you. Their guilt, their fear, their longing, all of it will surface. They will try to reach out, but not to play with your heart again. It will be because they finally understand who you were in their story. My child, this time, you will not be the one chasing. You will be the one chosen with honor, because I'm raising your value in the eyes of those who misjudged you. They will see that losing you was losing favor, but I don't want you waiting on their apology to heal. Hey, heal. Hey, world apology to heal. Hey, hail. When you forgive, you set yourself free. Forgiveness does not excuse what they did. It releases you from the weight of it. I need your heart light, not heavy. Because what's coming next in your life requires peace, not pain. You are stepping into a season of divine recompense. Everything taken will be restored. Every wound will birth wisdom. Every silence will be filled with my voice. You will hear me clearer than ever before, because pain broke your defense, 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 your defense, your defense, broke your defense broke you. Juvenus Rakes broke your early defense of Hark. You thought this season was punishment, but it was preparation. You were not being abandoned, you were being refined. Heaven is not silent, it is rearranging things for your breakthrough. Right now, I am turning the heart of the one who hurt you. They're beginning to feel conviction. They're being shown visions of what they lost. When they sleep, their spirit is restless. They dream of you. They remember your kindness, your patience. They see how their choices wounded and add touch, your patience. They see how their choices wounded and add to entirety for the vandal. Your bivel. Their bidiguatas is wounded, and a toughest, when the jeto, and to it. This is my doing, not yours, because I am a God of truth and balance. When someone wounds a chosen heart, heaven intervenes. You will soon receive signs, maybe a message, a name, or a dream that feels too real to ignore. That will be confirmation that this person is facing their awakening. But don't rush to open the door. Wait for me to guide you, for I am not only healing them, I am elevating you. Your energy is shifting. Comment God is with me healing you. Your energy is shifting. Comment God is with me, yes, shifting. Comment God is with me, Helkazulis me yisil. Comment God is with me healing. You will begin to attract people who see your worth without needing to lose you first. You will notice peace replacing panic, clarity replacing confusion. Even your surroundings will change. I'm sending new opportunities, divine connections, and unexpected favor. You may feel alone, but you are being surrounded by angels right now. They whisper your name in my presence. They cover you when you sleep. You are being protected even from unseen dangers. There were traps set for you, but I canceled them before they reached you. That's why certain invitations suddenly fell apart. That's why some people ghosted you. You thought it was rejection, but I was saving you from destruction. I removed access because your spirit carries too much light to be mishandled. You are not meant to chase anyone. You are meant to attract through grace, through peace, through divine power. And you will. Very soon, there will be a divine very soon, there will be a divine divine reverver, but I will soon, there will be a divine reverse, the one who avoided you will face you again, but you will no longer be broken. You will stand radiant, whole, and guided. They will see God in your eyes. They will feel heaven in your silence. And they will know they lost something sacred. But you will finally understand why I asked you to let go. Because I was never preparing you for the same love story. I was preparing you for a higher one. A love ordained, not accidental. A love that sees your soul ordained, not accidental. A love that sees your soul a love that stays, even after the storm. My child, I am not done with your story. This is not the end. This is the divine turning point. Heaven is still writing the next chapter, and this one will be filled with joy. Hold on to me, not the memory. Hold on to faith, not the fear. Because I promise, the next time love knocks at your door, it will be safe to open. And the person who once avoided you will have no power to break you again. For I to break you again. For I to break you again. For I to stand her. For I would have worked to break you again. And no one can take what I've prepared for you. My child, listen. Carefully. That one night they can't erase was not an accident. It was a moment written into time to awaken something divine within you both. You thought it broke you, but it was a spiritual ignition. It set fire to what needed to die and breathed life into what was meant to rise. I allowed that night because your heart was too loyal to the wrong energy. You saw potential in them when I saw pain hiding behind their eyes. You tried to love away their wounds, but owns was away their wounds, but owns away their wounds, but own when let owns, but own there's a wounds, but owns was low. And when that night came, it became a mirror. It showed you who they truly were and who you were becoming. It exposed hidden truths you refused to see. It revealed the imbalance between your giving and their taking. You see, love without balance becomes bondage, and I love you too much to let you stay chained to someone who can't match your soul. That night tore something open, and I stepped in through that crack. I entered your pain because that's where I rebuild my people. I rebuild my people. That's where I rebuild my people. It chilled his Latin, but it chills where they're coming. It cause it chilly bill a bad bill. You thought you were losing love, but you were gaining alignment. That night broke their mask and revealed their fear. They feared being seen for who they really are, because you loved them beyond their own self-acceptance. You touched a part of them they've been hiding from me. That's why they ran. They ran not from you, but from the reflection of truth you carried. Every word you spoke that night still echoes in their mind. Every tear that fell from your eyes is still teaching them Every tear that fell from your eyes is still teaching them what to really love. The love the Matolius will lose. They try to numb it with distractions, but the memory returns like a wave. Because when heaven marks a soul encounter, it cannot be forgotten. You were never just two people meeting. You were two destinies colliding. Your connection awakened divine accountability. It forced them to face the consequences of living without love rooted in truth. That is why they cannot erase it. Their spirit knows what happened that night shifted everything. And your soul knows it happened that night shifted everything. And your soul knows it, Tatian soul knows it. It shifted everything. And your soul knows it, it just insulated. And your soul knows it, tubus or estations. Wantalitis, take a lot of this jeffries. And your soul knows it. That's why no matter how far you've moved, the energy still lingers. It wasn't just emotion, it was spiritual electricity. And now, my beloved, you are learning how to carry that energy without the pain. You are learning what divine detachment feels like. It is not bitterness. It is not coldness. It is peace, knowing that you gave love honestly, and that's enough. I am healing the space where their silence once lived. The ache in your chest is becoming stressed. The ache in your chest is becoming stressed, or either unsustained. This all played energies, this means and increased in a drive. The confusion in your mind is turning into wisdom. You're beginning to see that you never lost them. You simply outgrew the version of yourself that needed them. What they did in one night will not define your lifetime, because I am rewriting the story. And soon, what once hurt you will become the very thing that helps others heal. You will speak of it not with tears, but with testimony. You will tell others, I thought I lost everything, but I found God. And they will feel my power through your words, because that's how I work. I take what broke you and use it to break chains off others. So do not regret that night. Do not curse it. Do not hide it. For I will turn it into sacred evidence that you sees. For I will turn it into sacred evidence that you sees. Will turn it into sacred evidence that you sees. The thick metals. For I will turn it into sacred evidence. Even now, I am rearranging what seemed ruined. You may not see it yet, but the tables are turning. The person who avoided you will face the same lesson they gave you. They will feel unseen by the one they now chase. They will taste the loneliness they made you swallow. But I do not send this for revenge. I send it for awakening, because love must always return to truth. And you, my child, have become the vessel of truth. That is why you could not stay where lies wove truth. That is why you could not stay where lies woes, woe with flies, was could not stay where lies woes, squilams was within dulless, while within perilous ensign will. I lifted you higher because your heart vibrates with heaven's frequency, and not everyone can breathe at that altitude. That is why many fell away. They couldn't handle the weight of your light, but you must not dim it again. The next season requires your full power. Your prayers, your tears, your silence, they've all built a shield of divine favor around you. No curse spoken against you will stand. No whisper meant to harm you will succeed. Because I am stand to harm, you will succeed. Because I am stand to harm, you will succeed. Because I am stand there. Because I am stand to slack one ace. Because I am stand to glace, you'll stand to bang with. Heaven's army moves at the sound of your name. You are not forgotten. You are protected. Even when you feel abandoned, you are surrounded. The angels walk with you through the storm, and demons tremble when you rise each morning. The light that radiates from you is the result of everything you endured, and that is why your next blessing cannot be delayed. I am moving swiftly now. In the coming days, you will sense a release. It will come quietly, a lightness and a release. It will come quietly, a lightness and a release. It will come quietly, a lightness in this nerves. Inflowable lightness into the... That will be me, removing the last residue of sorrow. That will be heaven's sign that your new season has begun. Do not look back. Do not check if they are watching. Walk forward with grace and watch how I send what is truly meant for you. Someone will appear who loves without fear, who listens, who protects, who doesn't hide after one night of truth. This love will feel safe. You will know it's from me because you won't have to question it. And when that happens, because you won't have to question it. And when that happens, it happens worthless. I fight it because you're dealing with to question it. And when that happens, it's alive. You will see that the night that once broke you was the night I began building your miracle. My child, I am not finished yet. There is more I need you to understand. You are entering a season where everything that confused you will begin to make sense. Every delay, every silence, every unanswered prayer, it was never denial. It was divine construction. I was building your blessing behind closed doors. And now, heaven is preparing to unveil it. You have wall, heaven is preparing to unveil it. You have wall. You have wall. You've stood in storms that were meant to bury you. But look at you, still standing, still believing, still holding on to faith even when your heart felt empty. That strength was not yours alone. That was me inside you. When you said, I can't do this anymore, I whispered, yes, you can, because I am with you. When you felt invisible, I was watching. When you thought you were forgotten, I was planning. And when you wanted to give up, I sent us to give up. I sent us, to give up. I sent it to the devil. I sent us to the deal one. If you thought was sent to give up, I sent us to the do alone. And what to do the give up by, sent I to visit it alone. And when you wanted to, every time your tears hit the pillow, heaven took note. Those tears were not wasted. They watered your future. And now, my child, your harvest is near. You will soon see the beauty in everything that broke you. The person who avoided you was part of a divine classroom. They came into your life to teach you the value of self-worth, boundaries, and discernment. Their exit hurt you, but it refined you. You became wiser, stronger, softer, yet sharper in ends, sharper in it. Tuftifimazer, stronger, softer, yet sharper in ends, and sound. Vibes that are sharper and a joltsla. You're sharper and a joltsure. You no longer beg to be seen. Because now, you know that your worth is not dependent on who stays. It rests on who I say you are. And I call you chosen. Chosen for peace. Chosen for abundance. Chosen for love that mirrors my heart. That is why I had to separate you from people who could not love you correctly. You asked me to protect your heart, so I removed those who were breaking it. You prayed for real love, so I ended the false version. You prayed for real love, so I ended the false version. You prayed for you did for you that his aid. Showed them prayed for surveyed for the Father in the days. You prayed for the doses of origin. You prayed for. You may have cried for what left, but you will soon thank me for what stayed. I know it hurt when they turned away, but I promise it was divine mercy. Because what's ahead requires your full light, and I could not let you dim it for someone unready. Right now, heaven is opening a door that no human can close. The door of restoration. The door of healing. The door of divine reunion, but only with those who are healed enough to honor you. The person who avowed divine reunion, but only with those who are healed enough to honor you. The person who obeys, who are to find you. The person who is question, who are person, who are those, who are the person they lost. They will come to you humbled, not for pity, but for peace. They will feel the pull of truth and recognize you were sent by God. But this time, you will not feel the same. You will feel free, because your healing has shifted your power. You will no longer beg for closure. You will be the closure. You will no longer cry for explanation. You will carry revelation. And when they see you again, radiant and calm, they will know that God touched you. They see you again, radiant and calm, they will know that God touched you. They see there still worth lights like God. They will know that God touched you. They've just bit the palm. They will know that God. Do not fear their return, but do not depend on it. Whether they come back or not, your destiny remains blessed. Because your story does not end with what left, it begins with what's coming. There is someone being prepared right now who will recognize your spirit immediately. They will not avoid you. They will adore you. They will see you the way I see you, rare, holy, beautiful, and strong. This love will not require you to shrink. It will invite you to two. It will invite you to two. It will invite you to two. It's like for you to two. It will invite you to two. The twos will invite you to twos. It will invite you to two. It will invite you to two that off-light shoes or left. It will cherish the way your heart feels deeply. And you will know, this is the love I promised. This is the person heaven molded for your soul. And you will finally breathe again. The heaviness will lift. The waiting will end. And joy, pure, quiet, divine joy, will flood your life again. You will wake up one morning and realize you're not waiting anymore, because what you prayed for is standing right before you. I will restore your heart completely, not by erasing it completely, not by erasing even worse and was again, not by erasing Isaac Ray will clear, not by erasing this little erase. The same pain that once made you doubt will become your proof of faith. The same tears that once fell in weakness will shine as your strength, because I make all things new. You are stepping into a season of miracles, a season where my favor will find you. People will wonder how you survived what was meant to destroy you, and you will smile and say, because God never left. You will speak with calm power. You will walk in peace that no one can explain, and you will walk in peace that no one can explain. And you will lose, and you will know, and you will middles, and you will amaze, belong to the price, will legal, and the explain. That is your destiny, and heaven is moving right now to fulfill it. Stay faithful, my beloved. Keep your heart open, but guarded with wisdom. Keep your eyes lifted, not on who left, but on who leads. For I am still writing your story, and the best chapter has not yet begun. Your waiting was not wasted. Your love was not in vain. And your pain, it was the soil where your miracle grew. Soon, you will testify that every delay was divine. Soon, you will testify that every delay was divine. Soon, you will delay was divine. Soon, you will testify. Soon, you testifies. You says lie, because now it will. I am not done. I am only beginning. And this time, your blessing will stay. Your peace will last. Your love will be safe. And you will never again cry over what I removed to protect you. Rest now, my child. Heaven is watching over you tonight. The angels are surrounding you in light. Your name is written in victory, and your next sunrise will carry a miracle meant only for you. My child, stay close, for I am not finished speaking. My child, stay close, for I am not finished speaking. My child, stay close, for I am not finished speaking. Your pulse, for I am not finished. You've been walking through a long night, but the dawn is coming. It's closer than you think. The weight you've carried is about to lift. The confusion that's clouded your heart will begin to fade, and what once broke you will start to make you stronger. You will wake up one morning and feel peace where pain used to live. That will be the first sign. It will not come with noise or chaos. It will come quietly, like a soft sunrise after a long storm. You will simply knee. You will simply knee. You will simply knee. You will simply news who simply names him simply news. You won't need to explain it to anyone. You'll just feel it, a divine stillness that words cannot describe. That stillness is me. It's the proof that your heart has been healed by heaven. Every scar is now covered in grace. Every tear you cried is now being transformed into blessings. You will start noticing new people entering your life, souls that bring peace instead of confusion. That will be your second sign. These people will see your worth without needing a second sign. These people will see your worth without needing a slang sign. These people will see your worth without needing to devout. Venfad Klaus will tittle, needy to let, without needy devils. They will understand your heart without you having to beg for understanding. They will love you in a way that feels calm, not anxious, because they will be guided by my hand, not their wounds. You will recognize them instantly, not by appearance, but by the peace they carry. You will feel safe. Safe to be honest. Safe to rest. Safe to be loved without conditions. You will know that this is what divine connection feels like. Not obsession, not confusion, but obsession, not confusion, but obsession, not confusion, but octandrigos, frustration, not confusion, but abidafuse. My child, you've mistaken turbulence for passion before. You thought that intensity meant destiny, but now you will see the difference. True love, the one I designed for you, does not exhaust you. It restores you. It will not drain your spirit. It will water it. It will not make you question your worth. It will remind you of it. That is what I am preparing for you now. The love that sees you, values you, and mirrors my heart. You will not have to values you and mirrors my heart. You will not have to what's by heart. You will not have to for high I love the bit of love to have to balance fragile and slow this organizer. Chase it, it will find you naturally, divinely. And when it comes, it will stay. You'll see the divine alignment in everything, the timing, the peace, the flow. You'll realize I was not denying you. I was protecting you from premature love. I was holding you back so that I could give you something holy. That's why I made you wait. That's why I let some people leave. Because you cannot build forever on temporary hearts. You cannot receive pure love while holding arts. You cannot receive pure love while holding while holding ah. You had to release the past so I could release the promise. And now, you are ready. Heaven is preparing a season where your blessings will arrive one after another. Doors that were closed will open effortlessly. The people who doubted you will watch as I elevate you publicly. Not to shame them, but to show my glory through you. They will see the transformation and know that only God could have done it. They will see peace where there used to be pain. They will see laughter where there used to be pain. They will see laughter where we're flood. You see laughter where we're vital. You see laughter where we're living. They will see laughter where we're slide and effort. They will see laughter where we're They will see purpose shining from the places that were once broken. And you will no longer seek validation, because you will finally understand that you were never forgotten. You were being hidden until the right moment. The hiding was holy. The silence was sacred. It was the womb of your rebirth. Now you are emerging as the person I always intended you to be. Whole, wise, anointed, beautiful in spirit and unstoppable in faith. Do you feel it? That stirring in your heart? That's heaven preparing the announcement. The angels are gathering around you, celebrating what's about to unfold. You've passed tests you didn't even know were tests. You chose love when bitterness was easier. You chose faith when fear screamed louder. You kept going when giving up felt natural. And because of that, the heavens are opening over your life. Your name is being spoken in divine rooms. Blessings with your name written on them, or 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 bless on them with them, with the glove. The things with your name. You will soon see it in small ways. First, a message, a sign, a moment of relief. Then bigger miracles will follow. Money will flow again. Relationships will heal. Opportunities will find you without you having to force them. You will walk through open doors you didn't even knock on, because this is your appointed time, your season of divine justice. What you lost will return multiplied. What was unfair will be reversed in your favor. Even the one who avoided reversed in your favor. Even the one who avoided advanced in your favor. Even the one who avoided is avoided afford this, even all or avoided is avoided. But this time, you won't feel the ache. You will feel compassion instead. You will look at them and realize you have outgrown the pain. You will wish them healing, not from attachment, but from love, because your heart will finally be free, and that freedom will draw everything good toward you. Your energy will shift. Your smile will return. Your spirit will glow. People will notice something heavenly about you, even if they can't explain it. That's the light of restoration, even if they can't explain it. That's the light of restoration, even if they can't explain it. That's the light of restoration. You restores, restorai, of restorade. Alavis, Vicasta. That's the presence of God resting upon you. And from that moment on, your life will never feel the same again.